What's going on, guys? Howdy, howdy. Are we live in the chat? Are we alive? Anyone? See, there's a couple people in here. Can I get a thumbs up on the sound? Something like that? Man, where's everybody at? You guys hear me okay? Hold on, I'm gonna check the sound on my computer here. Check 1, 2, 3. And yeah, sounds pretty good. What's up, ladies and gents? We are live again here. Gonna go over some some of the chaos going on with the Trump administration, and got this beauty guru chick who's super pilled. Figure we go over that, check that out. Should be interesting. I don't know why the description is the way it is. It's not what I put in the description. I don't know. It must have went to the default or something. But anyway, okay, let's switch up the scene here, and we'll get to it. So before we get to anything else, I don't know if you guys saw this, but this was pretty crazy. So basically, the lady who was in charge of the coronavirus numbers in Florida. What's up, Paul? Basically, the lady that was in charge of the coronavirus numbers in Florida, she quit because they wanted her to like fudge the numbers so they could reopen. So it's been a big back and forth thing. Well, today Ron DeSantis actually had people break into her house, apparently. I haven't watched this yet, but I just saw it right before we went live, so I figured we'd check it out. This is apparently Ron DeSantis is the one that sent these guys in, so to raid this lady's house. Like, this is some third world shit right here. So that basically this was I pulled this article up right before that, but here's pretty much what the deal is. The data scientist fired for refusing to manipulate Florida's COVID figures filmed her home being raided by state police who seized her computer equipment. Rebecca Jones posted the shocking footage on Twitter and claimed that Florida Governor Ron DeSantis had sent the Gestapo for her. Mrs. Jones, who created Florida's COVID-19 portal, has claimed she was fired from her job because she refused a request to censor data to support the state's plan to reopen. So that's what's going on in Florida, just in case you weren't aware. We are entering a new level of fucked up right now. Hello. All right, people starting to pop in here. Yeah, so so when you hear conservatives talk about, oh, the liberals want to take away your rights, they want to take away your freedom, and then you see stuff like this, they get very triggered when you ask them to use the right pronouns, but they're raiding people's houses because they won't lie for them about COVID-19. Like, if you want to know why the numbers are so out of whack in the way they are, it's because of shit like this. You know, Ron DeSantis, big backer of Trump, by the way. So yeah, we don't really know much about the story. That kind of just happened right before I went live here. So that's kind of everything we know about that. All right, so on to the cringe, which is, you know, what we do around here. Hello from Ireland, man. What's up, Ireland? That's a minute. It's a minute away from here. But do you guys know Michelle Bachmann? I don't know if you remember her. She ran and she's a former GOP member. Apparently she wants Jesus to save Trump. Can you guys hear it okay? You guys hear that okay? Or no? Okay. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that, man. Doesn't seem to be... Yeah, the the screen doesn't seem to be picking up on the sound. Yeah. Okay, hold on here. Let me see what the deal is here. Okay.
Discomfort and uncertainty.
The Chinese government awarded Ivanka 7 new trademarks.
Hours later, she dined with the Chinese president at her father's Mar-a-Lago resort.
Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner earned at least $82 million last year.
Okay. So anyway, back to Michelle Bachmann. So yeah, she basically asked Jesus to save Donald Trump.
For this moment in the United States, we seriously...
Yeah, I had it off for some reason. I don't know why.
Sincerely cry out to you, confessing our personal sins. We confess the sins of our country as proxies. We ask you, oh God, for deliverance, that our country may continue to know freedom. Lord, would you deliver these races in Georgia? Oh, Father, would you deliver various laws?
Because if it's one thing Jesus talks about in the Bible, it's Senate races in Georgia, let me tell you. It's like Romans 22 or something.
Local and state races, Father, that they aren't stolen. Would you give us a true vote? And oh God, I personally ask from myself, Michelle Bachmann, Lord, would you allow Donald Trump to have a second term as president of the United States? For this moment in the...
Like, what the... I don't know how we can take these people seriously at this point. Like, you got supposedly serious people in the Republican Party going on Twitter and praising Jesus to ask him to help Donald Trump subvert democracy. Like I don't understand how you thought this was a good idea. Like how does one sit down and think this is a good idea? I don't know. Me personally, I don't get it. So, I don't know. What else are they going to show you guys? One other thing here. Oh, remember how I tell you guys that basically the Republican Party is just like 10 buzzwords, and that's pretty much their whole shtick? Even Fox News yesterday decided to make fun of Kelly Loeffler, or I guess it was this morning, decided to make fun of Kelly Loeffler for her constant use of, like, you know, radical liberal with Raphael
Warnock. Could be put in the category of thanks. I think this could be put in the category of thanks, Kelly Loeffler. I think we got the message. Let's have a look.
Radical liberal Raphael Warnock, radical liberal Raphael Warnock, radical liberal Raphael Warnock, radical liberal Raphael Warnock, radical liberal Raphael.
Now remember, Raphael Warnock is a centrist. He doesn't want to defund the police. He doesn't believe in Medicare for all. He doesn't support free college. Yet he's a radical liberal. I think she said it like 17 times last night. She called him a radical liberal.
So, to my count, she said it about 14 times, and I actually stepped out for
14.
I think this could be put in the category of,
like, at this point, that's all these people have. Like, it's just such a shit show. All right, well, okay, so just wanted to go through a few stories of the day, but so I found this beauty. My sister actually sent me a video of this beauty guru who was all red-pilled on Trump. And I watched the video, and I see that she has like 2 million subs on YouTube, or well, 1.43. I think she's lost some since this whole thing started. But basically, she's just super red-pilled, and now it's been like a little unfolding saga. Now she believes that she's a biblical prophet. That's the new thing she has going on. But so this is her TikTok. This is what's been going on.
This is where we lose brain cells. I really feel like the left believes if they say it enough times that it'll make it true and people will believe it. And it's really sad that a lot of people.
Now remember, this chick is a beauty guru. This is her thing. She's not, you know, she's not a political TikToker or anything. Not that you can't be smart about politics and be a beauty guru, but this particular one, just maybe not so much.
Will believe it. Meanwhile, having no facts and not knowing anything about either candidate. You voted for Biden, someone who said he does not believe in gay marriage. Look it up. Someone who's implemented more racist policies. Okay, that's such a stupid talking point. Like, Biden has been in politics for 50 years. Okay, he's been in 50 years. So trying to say that, oh, well, he didn't used to believe in gay marriage. It's like, yeah, we all know that. And as far as I know, for the most part, people on the left will admit Biden's faults. Like, we know Biden has some racist, you know, issues in his past. We know that Biden has done a lot of dumb shit, especially things like the 94 crime bill, which was super, you know, super popular at the time. In fact, the Republicans passed a bill the next year that went even farther that a lot of people don't talk about. But yeah, saying that, oh, just because Trump happened to come into power during a time where we were more accepting of gay people is not a win. And yeah, it's just not. And said more racist things in 47 years than any other presidential candidate. Meanwhile, you have Trump, who's the first president who came into the office supporting gay marriage, also the first president who launched a worldwide initiative to decriminalize being gay around the world. No other president cared to do that.
Yeah, let's talk about that. You know, they bring this one up a lot, so I don't know how much you guys know about this whole global initiative, but let's talk about Trump's global initiative to combat, you know, homophobia or whatever around the world. Here, okay. So it was basically started by this guy, Richard Grenell, and you know, it's pretty much a PR campaign. But here was what Trump had to say when he was asked about it. So here's a video of Trump responding to a question about Ambassador Richard Grenell's push to decriminalize homosexuality in 70 different countries. This is what he had to say when he was asked about it.
Say it. I don't know which report you're talking about. We have many reports. Anybody else? Mr. President.
So he acted like he didn't even know what it was. Now, normally for a normal person, I would say that's not a big deal. But what does Trump do when he he never admits anything like, oh, I don't know what that is, or if it's a policy that hasn't been fulfilled yet. Like, we've been waiting 2 weeks for a healthcare plan for about 4 years now. In 2 weeks, it's going to come out. So you know that Trump intentionally did not answer that because he knew it might, like, you know, it might, you know, piss off a few people in the base. Like, he intentionally dodged that question just for the fact that he knew that it would piss off, you know, the far right, you know, Christian crazy people. So this whole thing that, oh, Trump started this global initiative and he really got behind it. No, one guy in his administration started something about it. And when he was asked about it, he acted like it didn't exist. And it hasn't done any good anywhere. It hasn't done anything. And, you know, Karen Pence, Mike Pence's wife, she went back to work at a school that doesn't allow LGBT students, you know. So, I mean, that's sending a message right there. Not to mention Mike Pence's work with Focus on the Family, which is a god-awful charity that tries to pray the gay away. But you got the vice president's wife working at a school. She doesn't have to work. She's only working because she wants to. You have the vice president's wife, you know, working at a school that doesn't allow gay students, but yet he's the most pro-LGBTQ president ever. You couldn't hear the video? Oh, maybe, well. Okay, well, let's test it out on something here.
Just highlight something that the
Can you hear that?
Background of this whole discussion comes with what we're seeing in terms of COVID cases. And we're seeing,
thumbs up if you can hear the video.
We're seeing calls for not necessarily closing things down, but certainly there are some calls to closing down, except for the politicians themselves. But for their constituents, they're talking
thumbs
about,
up,
you know, they need to be
okay.
Much more careful.
Thank you, Jack.
We're hearing, right?
Appreciated.
Yes, no.
Okay, so, okay, let's go back from that. So anyway, so yeah, that's a horseshit.
Did we forget all of a sudden that Joe Biden spoke at a KKK member's eulogy saying he was a good man and they were really cool?
Okay, I won't get too far into that, but Robert Byrd was in the KKK 40 years, like way long ago, like when he was in his 20s, and then he denounced the KKK and was in the Senate for like 40 years, and that's why people like Biden, Barack Obama, Bill Clinton all spoke at his funeral. You know, to act like he was some, you know, practicing KKK member till the day he died is horseshit.
Close? Or does racism only apply when you make it up? Y'all really are so uneducated.
Imagine her. Yeah. Okay. So that's that.
This is another thing that literally makes no sense to me. People are like, oh, I'm so disappointed. I unfollowed. You unfollowed why? Because the truth makes you uncomfortable? Because you don't want to know the facts? You don't want to know what you actually voted for? You don't want to know? You just want to stay in your comfy little bubble of pretty lies without knowing the truth? So leave. Because
anyway, so yeah, she knows the truth, you know. But she came out with this video. This was kind of the, I don't know, it's this one? Yeah. Okay. So this was her original, you know, what's next for America, iced coffee and inspiration. Yeah.
Channel, this has been an eventful week. Grab your coffee because it's time for some iced coffee and inspiration. Today I want to talk about what's next for America, and my goal in this video is to bring hope and inspiration to what is
I bet that's what your goal is.
Going to happen next, and the waiting in what's going to happen next for America. Whether you're a believer or non-believer, this video is for you, and I hope everyone will listen to this. And even if you have any little bit of curiosity as to anything I talk about in this video, I really hope you'll do the research or check out any of the links down below. Honestly, do both, please. I've stayed away from politics for a very long time. In college.
By the way, just real quick, here's her links. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Facebook. solid sources you got there, sis.
I double majored in political science and business administration, and I concentrated on international foreign policy. Once I graduated and got my degree, it kind of pushed me away a little bit from politics when I saw how corrupt everything was. And honestly,
hold on, I'm gonna move the screen up a hair. Oh shit. Give me 1 second here. Damn it. All right. I think that's better. Please stand by. Please stand by. That's about, whatever. Fuck it. Fine.
I didn't have a whole lot of faith in the system. So for a long time, I just could really care less, to be honest with you.
Hold on. Why the... this fucking chat and me. I don't know. I gotta keep I'm doing battle with this chat every time. It doesn't want to pop up on the feed. I don't know why. Really pissing me off.
There's been a shift this year in a lot of verticals of life. Influencer has turned into activist, whether you only talk about beauty, which is my main focus, or you talk about life or fitness or fashion or cooking or gaming. You know, influencer now has taken on the term of so much more and speaking on your beliefs. As an American, your freedom of speech is one of the most precious rights that you have. And at the beginning of this year, when election, everything started kind of to heat up, and COVID and everything, this year has been wild. I remember saying, I will never talk about politics on my platform. Not because I didn't want to tell people who I support or who I vote for, but because I feel like politics is divisive. And my goal on my platform has always been to share love, light, positivity.
We're going to speed that up a little bit.
I've always been unapologetic in my beliefs. I've always shared love, tolerance, and equality for all. And for
so we can get through it. I want to break you guys through the progression of the batshit craziness.
Once I started talking about my heart and Jesus and what I believe in, I can't even imagine the time where I thought, oh, I shouldn't talk about God because I do makeup. If you would have told me in the beginning of the year I would be making this video right now, I would have been like, no way. I want to share some hope and faith with you guys today in a minute, because God has moved in extraordinary ways in my life this week. There is so much I want to share with you and so much I want to say, and I hope you leave this video feeling empowered. Before I get into that, I just want to say, I vote based off of facts, policy, and my Christian. I vote with what aligns in my beliefs, and
You'll always know that somebody votes based off facts and policy when they just say facts and policy. Like, there's nothing more educated than saying facts, policy, logic, and research. Like, those are their four buzzwords.
Educate myself. I learn all the policies. I know all the facts. And
she knows all of them, guys. She knows all the policies, all the facts, like in history of, politics. I don't know anybody that knows all the policies and facts, but, apparently we found her.
See how many people have shown their true colors this week has been a blessing and eye-opening. And to be honest, in a lot of ways, I'm also not surprised, because we have seen more hate than I think we have seen as long as I've been alive, I've never seen it like this. This is in no way me trying to shame anyone for their vote. I have always, and I've talked about this on my platform, you are free to do.
You guys don't know what you're talking about, but I'm not shaming you for your vote. But you guys don't vote based off logic.
Your own research, and you have the responsibility to educate yourself and to know what you're voting for. If you found yourself confused the last couple of weeks, wondering why are there so many people out there for Trump, if you found yourself asking these questions and condemning people, I've been called every name under the sun. Have you ever stopped to realize that one party voted for the president because they love what he's done for this country in policy and for the world? It's the first time we've had peace in the Middle East. That's just one thing out of a million. Where the other party voted based off of hate. Have you actually stopped to think about that? And that's something I highly recommend.
That's such a terrible, analogy. Like, it's just not true. One party voted for Trump because, half of them, they actually think, you know, maybe they're not educated about it. And I think I'm being generous when I say that. I would say maybe half of them just really aren't educated about politics and probably voted for Trump because, you know, their uncle did or their family did, or they just live in a red area and they don't really care, whatever. Trump said he's going to lower our taxes. The other half, you know, are just batshit crazy QAnon people that think the Democratic Party is some satanic cabal. And that's why they're voting for Trump, because he's the savior, the bringer of light. And I think most people in the Democratic Party are people not even that are Democrats, but people that voted for Trump or for Biden, voted for him because they don't want to see the direction, they don't want to see the country go in the direction it has anymore. I mean, we are putting batshit crazy people in the White House on a daily basis at this point. I don't know if you guys saw my video about Scott O'Grady, but he is a straight up QAnon quack, and now he has a job in the Pentagon. And I can't even imagine what Trump would have done with another 4 years. Can you imagine 4 more years of Trump? Like, I don't think I could, like, I can't even imagine how crazy it would get if he had 4 more years and didn't have to worry about re-election. It just, you know. So it's not like, for her to act like, oh, we're just like sitting there like, I despise Trump and I just hate the America and we want to burn it all down, so we're gonna vote for Biden. It's such a like low-hanging fruit analogy. Like, things are, I hate how black and white these people are. Like, there's no room for nuance whatsoever, ever.
Stopping to think about if you haven't. And I could go on and on and on for a long time of the reasons of why I decided to vote for Trump and I decided to support our president. It's funny to me.
She's friends with Christian Walker? Yeah, that figures.
My views. And there was nothing to expose. I just chose not to talk about it. And this video is not about why I voted for the president, okay? This video is about a lot of things I've seen and heard God do this week that I want to leave you with. So I'm gonna transition out, but I just wanted to make that known. Something I will never apologize for is thinking for myself, knowing the policy and the facts, doing my research, and not voting based off of a hashtag. Meanwhile, if you knew what was happening in this country, you would be scared and embarrassed right now, is all I'm going to say. The great thing about America is our freedom.
What does that even mean? What, like, that you know, that's the kind of stuff that's like Q-pilled right there. Like, you can, like, I don't know. I'm sure you guys, if you watch my content, you probably picked up on it by now that there's like a certain like group of words that if they start talking in that way, you just know they're Q-pilled. Like, saying stuff like that, if you really knew what was going on. Like, what's really going on? Tell me about this adrenochrome. Is that what's really going on?
Our freedom to vote, our freedom to get to decide who we vote for, and the responsibility to educate ourselves to do so. Any responsible person will take the time to do the research and really know what each president has done, is doing, and what policies they've enacted and will enact. As a Latina, I'm mixed. I'm half Puerto Rican, I have like Dutch, French, like other stuff. I've seen the party who claims tolerance and love denounce me as a Latina because they didn't take the time to do the research and know what they were talking about. All of these slurs and bad.
What does that even mean? First of all, you're a beauty influencer. You're on the internet. You're always going to get shitheads. There's nothing that I hate more than when somebody who makes videos on the internet takes a comment or takes a couple comments, is like, oh, look, so much for the tolerant left. It's like, well, first of all, you're the ones that called us that. That wasn't us. You guys are the ones that coined the tolerant left. And second of all, it's the internet. Like, you realize where you're at, right? You're going to get hate. Doesn't matter who you are. If Mother Teresa had a YouTube channel now, she would get some hate. That's just how the internet works.
Names, the things I was being called, and everyone who is conservative really just had me laughing all week. So I'm like, you really can't be serious. This week was very eye-opening for me. And I have heard God speak to me, and he's spoken to me through people. He's spoken to me through a lot of ways and shown me things. And
I just want to point out that the person that says God talks to him says that we're not doing our research. So, you know, take that for what you will.
God has shown me more this week than he has in the last couple of years, and I want to dive into that. When you're a believer, your identity is not in other people's opinions. Your identity is found in Christ. I don't know who needs to hear this, but Christians don't believe in canceling someone's life or career because they don't agree with you and because they actually take time.
Bullshit. Bullshit. they don't believe in canceling you. They just think, you know, or I won't say all because I don't put everybody in a fucking basket, but a good section of Christians don't think gay people should exist, or let alone have, like, you know, basic human rights. So spare me your, you know, the left just wants to cancel everybody, because Charlie Kirk and all those people like Candace Owens and all these, you know, these Christians try to cancel somebody every week. They tried to cancel AOC just this week because she had a sweater on her that she was selling for $65, you know, as part of a fundraiser. You know, they tried to cancel her for that. So spare me the Christians don't want to cancel anybody shit.
To think and do their research and form their own opinions. And when you don't believe in something, it has no power over your life. This is so much bigger than politics. It's so much bigger than who you voted for. This is not an attack essentially on who you voted for. It is an attack on God. And if you're a believer,
I mean, it's kind of just a dumb rant is what it is.
And you're spewing all of these things that
it's about to get more interesting though. Just wait till you see
you're not reading the same Bible. And
I'm not reading any Bible.
When I posted a post on my Insta story, and I will have it up here.
Hey guys, I'm on streaming on YouTube too, so come over, hang out, and Twitch. Link in bio.
That was kind of the whole point. Jesus knew it would be hard, but he called us to do it. He's also called us to pray for our enemies. When I saw people going online saying, how can you say God is in control? And like Christians were getting attacked for saying God is in control. No one was even saying anything about who to vote for.
I'm sorry, but okay. Do you guys, who's attacking Christians? Do you guys do that? Are you guys attacking Christians on Twitter? I told you about that shit. Stop attacking Christians on Twitter. Like, who's attacking Christians? You're I don't know, 70% of the population, every major every president has been either Christian or Catholic. And like religious figures are in power in every walk of life. You're not being attacked. No one's attacking you. This is like some more on Christmas stuff.
How arrogant do you have to be to think that your thoughts and your ways are higher than God's? The way I've seen people who say,
yeah, you couldn't hear it on the TikTok because I got my headphones on, so yeah, but that's what I want. I want you to come over to YouTube, you know. That's why I just have it on TikTok so people can see that I'm live.
They know who Jesus is.
That's the, you know, that's my marketing strategy.
This week makes my stomach turn. Whatever Bible you're reading is not the same Bible that the rest of us are reading. As I started to stand up for what I believe in, right? The hate came pouring in. You know, people want to expose.
I'm about to
God
switch it up here.
Sweet to me this week. He has wrapped me around in this unexplainable peace. And for a lot of the week, I had this knot in my stomach, right?
All right, but you guys kind of see where it's going. She's, you know, she's talking to Jesus. You know, she's coming out as MAGA pilled. She's, you know, taking a stand for what she believes in, all that jazz. And then we get to where she claims herself as a prophet. Oh.
So crazy. And it was already crazy before this. But I have to share it with you guys because I'm shook. Jesus has me shook right now. Y'all, you're not going to believe this, okay? This is so crazy.
The fuck?
And it was already crazy before this, but I have to share it with you guys because I'm shook. Jesus has me shook right now.
Why'd it stop?
Y'all, you're not going to believe this, okay? This is so crazy. And it was already crazy before this, but I have to share it with you guys because I'm shook. Jesus has me shook right now. Why is it?
Okay. All right, let me try that again. Like, stop playing. That was weird. Maybe Jesus is trying to save her from embarrassment.
On my video on Sunday, I called a friend and I was just telling her like about what God had put on my heart, what I wanted to do. And I don't know why I called her because I never call her. We always talk about like God and stuff, but I never call her. So I called her. and she started breathing all this life into me, okay? And she was reminding me of the book of Esther. The book of Esther, if you don't know it, look it up after all of this and watch the video I'm going to post because it's insane. But the book of Esther is something that has never been brought up in my life. No one has pointed me to it. I've heard about it before, like someone had brought it up to me like years and years ago, but it's not something that's ever been like spoken over me and something that I was about to do. And I thought it was very unique. Like it stood up in my head because Esther was this beautiful, like one of the most beautiful women, and she stood up to the king and she saved her people. So it's about to get wild. So that popped in my head whenever she was breathing this life into me, and I was like, what if God brought me on this platform for a moment in time such as this? You know, when you read people in the Bible, all they had was their faith in God. They didn't know God was going to come through. They believed God was going to come through, and we read the aftermath in the Bible. So I was like, okay, what if I was brought here for this moment? Like, God got me here. I'm going to risk it all for God, right? Okay, so
I just think that's such a funny thing to say. I'm gonna risk it all for Jesus. That's like, you know, I just a weird way to putting it. I think, I don't know. I found that kind of funny.
So I held on to Esther. I uploaded my video on Monday morning. As soon as I post the video live, there were like a few comments that had come in, and the first one that I looked at was from the book of Esther, and I was like, okay, this is too weird. And that stood out to me alone, and I was like, no one's ever commented about Esther before in any of my YouTube stuff in almost 10 years. Like, this is weird.
I was talking with Jay Vakai last night, and he does a lot of content about these religious types, and he was saying that that's like, for anybody who's as involved in the Bible as she clearly is, to never talk about or mention Esther. He just said that seems like kind of a stretch. So I tend to go with his opinion on it. So, what the fuck? What'd I do? Dude, what's going? Mayday, mayday. What is going on? Dude. What the fuck? Okay. Hold on here. What is, what's going on? Oh. Yeah, I'm not.
Message that I see is from a follower who watched my new video, and she goes, Amanda,
dude,
I love your new video. And she was like,
is Jesus messing with the stream right now? Maybe she is a prophet. Like, that was weird. I never had that happen before. The thing just fucking closed on its own. Okay, maybe I'm a believer now. Shit, I don't know.
You're living in the days of, you guessed it, Esther. And I was like, what? She sends me this video that I just finished. It's like 15 minutes long. It's so worth it. Y'all. There's nothing I love more than looking at biblical prophecy and like it actually coming true. I believe it's coming true.
I bet.
My heart is beating so fast. I have chill bumps like 3 times Esther. Never been breathed into my life before. And the video this girl.
Remember, guys, if you have 3 coincidences, that means you're a prophet.
Made on Esther was 3 days ago. In the book of Esther, she fasted for 3 days. Like I said in my video, this is so much bigger than an election. Like the spiritual warfare that's happening right now. Like, we better wake up. This is not about voting left or right. This is so much bigger than that. And in this video, please watch it, that I'm going to have here. She talks about how the book of Esther is being played out in real life and some other things that are, man, man, it's wild. I didn't even put together the 3, all of that, until I was speaking it out loud and typing. And I was like, wait, how many times? And I was like, wait, what days? This is wild. God is moving.
Crazy.
God
Crazy
is moving.
wild.
I feel something big is going to happen. Watch the video. Someone who's been doing only beauty content for almost
yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I don't know. I just
someone who's been doing only beauty content for
thought you guys might find that interesting, that we have you know, maga pilled beauty gurus who consider themselves prophets among us. You know, just to let you know, we're sliding farther and farther into decay. I also, this this is a pretty interesting video. It's from Arizona rally. I was gonna check that out, but I don't know if you guys know, but Jon Voight is super pilled. He came out with this video last week. I meant to watch it on stream, but I never got around to it. But it's juicy.
We're heading down a street that has no name now. We must not allow our nation to crumble. This is what they want, to destroy America. Let me warn you all that we are in great danger if we fall under a Biden administration. Our state, California.
I'm sorry, but what do these people think is going to happen when Biden becomes president? Like, the guy's campaign promise was nothing will fundamentally change. That was his campaign from day one. You know, if you want to know if someone's not going to really do anything, listen to their rhetoric. When they start talking about the soul of the nation and we need to bring back civility, that means that they're going to be light on policy. You can already tell by the way that Biden's filling his cabinet, you know, with diversity hires, that, you know, policy, I think, is going to take a back seat to a bunch of, you know, woke initiatives, you know, like, but not like real woke stuff, like you know, like the neoliberal woke, just, you know, for the sake of saying that you're woke type stuff. So I don't know what these people think is going to happen, but I don't think it is. Whatever they think, I don't think it's going to happen.
Is being ruled by a leftist mob himself.
Yes, exactly, Paul. Why would people in America want to destroy their own country? Like, just because you have a difference of opinion with somebody does not mean they want to destroy America.
Away our freedom, your freedom. He's a disgrace to mankind, he and his relative Nancy Pelosi, who has tried to bring President Trump down. Governor Newsom has destroyed many lives of people who depended on their businesses, and now he wants to shut down again. He is a lie, like all the left that are trying to destroy the USA. I ask all to fight this battle now, to get them all out. I've been attacked by my fellow peers saying I am preaching violence, when the truth is...
Well, I mean, my guy, you're kind of pushing for a coup right now. Like, you're kind of pushing for a coup. That's what you're doing, like, right now. And that's what I'm watching. So, I mean, you know, normally, I mean, I'm not an expert at coups, but I think there tends to be a little bit of violence. So one could say you're sort of kind of calling for violence.
They all are. The left are burning and destroying our cities. We are willing to fight for freedom.
I'm going to switch up the scene real quick here. There we go.
Not freedom to burn down our flag, but to raise her up with the glory of this land of the free. But the left are trying to stop these truths. Let us bring justice to the Supreme Court. Let them see how corrupt the left is with their fraudulent votes. Let the truth show itself that President...
1 in 42. 1 in 42 in court. If they can just win one court case, I'll start taking it seriously. But 1 in 42, and the one was about moving from 20 feet to 6 feet for the poll watchers. So, I don't know. Maybe a little bit of evidence first.
Trump is the only man that can save this nation. Let us fight this evil now, and know that God's truths will expose them all. Let me ask all to pray in the name of Jesus, Moses, and all saints for their hands of safety to be on us now. The way in which we are being targeted will be hard to fix, but with all your love and prayers and truths, we can win this battle against this evil force that has taken over this country.
Yeah, Jon Voight has it so rough, I bet. I bet you Jon Voight's just getting targeted on the daily from his fucking mansion. All right, but yeah, so the QAnon Anonymous guys, they went to to one of the Arizona Stop the Steal rallies, and they filmed it. They got some pretty juicy stuff. That's what this video is. This was right after the election, so they're in like full force.
That's right. What do we want? We want Trump 2020. That's what we want, Trump 2020. Open mic. Oh, I'll take it one more time. Let me see. One more time.
You guys want to go down to the local open mic, Stop the Steal? I heard it's gonna be a banger.
Q.
Oh, dude, it's the Q shaman. Dude, this guy's a legend. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. One thing I'd like to say is this. Regardless of the illusions that the media would like to paint, the lie.
Imagine taking this guy seriously. Like, oh my God. Oh.
Is that what we're doing is ineffective, that we are quote-unquote violent. You know, all of this is black magic, ladies and gentlemen. And if you really look into the elite and what they're into, they are into black magic.
Guys, I mean, come on. It's clearly black magic. Well, maybe Trump just lost. No, silly. Do your research, okay? Stop the steal. It's black magic.
And if you look into Operation Mockingbird, then you will realize that the CIA that was infiltrated by the Nazis.
Okay, these people learn like 3 things that happened with the CIA, and they just ride that till the wheels fall off. Like, don't they realize that Operation Mockingbird was uncovered by our own media? And Operation Mockingbird actually goes against some of that American exceptionalism and bullshit that they preach. Because most of what Operation Mockingbird is for us to have journalists plant stories about, you know, the evil southern countries, you know, with their evil socialism and all that. That's what most of Operation Mockingbird was. Yet now it's used by these, you know, fucking Q people as a way to say that, you know, the media's telling a bunch of lies about Republicans, I guess. I don't know.
And infiltrated the media, all 6 major media corporations. And they started doing worldview warfare and propaganda machine work on the American populations through the Mockingbird media, what I call the Mockingbird media because of Operation Mockingbird. Okay, so what we're witnessing here is called compartmentalization through the propagandization of very specific groups, LGBTQ, blacks, whites, gays, straights, and what the media does along with the politicians is they tell these people the talking points that they want to hear so that they get their votes. They give them the thumbs up before the election, and then they give them the middle finger after.
Thumbs up, the middle finger after.
After the election. And then the media does a great job of covering up for these politicians and keeping everybody fighting within the country as opposed to uniting. For ecocide, responsible for cancer, they're GMOs, which by the way are genetic organisms.
I got them in Vegas. Nice. And then, but I'm sure you can get them on Amazon.
So if you look into history, who are these people? Well, largely it's the Rothschilds, okay? But also...
And there it goes. It always writes back, it always, you know, circles back to, it was the Jews. The Jews did it.
Families like the Rockefeller.
By the way, the Rockefeller children and the Rothschild children are like really stupid now, and they're just blowing all their fathers and grandfather's fortune. They're basically a joke at this point.
Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, and Soros are largely responsible for, say, suppressing Nikola Tesla's technology in the early 1900s, suppressing the cures that Dr. Reich found when he discovered these frequency cures that could kill things like cancer, kill things like AIDS, and yes, the COVID 1984 virus. Okay? Yeah.
The COVID 1984 virus, I never heard it broken down like that. Yeah, Operation Paperclip, that's the other one. What's the other one? They always bring up Operation Paperclip, Operation Mockingbird. God, what's the other one? Fuck. I don't know. George Soros, yeah. George Soros also pays me to post stuff on social media.
Yeah, I call it COVID 1984. In our republic that are awakened.
What did I do?
She's deaf and she knows that we're not here and you're lying about it because we were here and we're
You understand? I wasn't here last night.
You were here what?
Economic warfare that is being used to bring down our
So we didn't have an ABC male reporter down here. Yeah, it wasn't me.
American citizens.
We just want to make sure you're
This is the rebirth of America.
I will tell it like it is.
And our system is so free.
Of course, no one's accusing you of not being decent.
It allows for people to come in, and if they want to create a communist dystopia, well, the country...
What a fucking scene, man. Just, you got the Q shaman in the background. You got these two ladies accusing this guy of spreading fake news when he wasn't even there. Like, what a shit show this is. I got to get to one of these Stop the Steal rallies, man. I swear. I know it's like COVID and everything, but I'll double mask up or something. I gotta get out here and film one of these and talk to some of these people.
The system is so free that they can try to
No, it's fine. Yeah. I
MK Ultra, yep, that's it.
He's getting out.
I couldn't think of
to our government and tried to create a communist
They fucking love bringing out.
No, you're fine. There was an NBC guy here.
Now that we see the pattern, the fact that we
Generic
can't trust the
looking white
media,
guy.
we can't trust the pollsters, we can't trust the politicians, we can't trust our
I can assure you.
news.
The copper mine in Superior was actually sold to a Chinese corporation. Did you guys know that? Yeah, okay, so if that doesn't tell you that we have people that are complaining.
Look at these motherfuckers just out there just waiting on bated breath. Just preach to us, Q shaman. Please tell us your ways.
With the Chinese infiltration in our government, I don't know what does. Why are we selling one of the biggest cash crops in our state to China?
Oh yeah, I really do want to do a live at one of these type things.
Yeah. So with all that said, you guys, with all that said, 'cause I'm not gonna keep the mic here. What's up, dude?
What's up, man?
Can I help you?
Nope.
Okay. So, with all of that said, you guys, we as patriots, we as people that are...
You don't need to get this.
Yeah.
I'm not with Strix. You don't have to...
Uh-oh, beef.
Like standing there.
Yeah, I think people...
Are you with Antifa or what?
let the guy be. If he wants to stay, I'm not going to be intimidated. Give me a break. Come on, look at me. Think I'm going to be intimidated?
I'm a fucking patriot. I like to stand 3 feet away from people when they're talking. You know, what the fuck? Did you hear the first, hey man, why are you standing so close to that guy? Are you Antifa or something? Like, imagine just having like a brief disagreement with somebody in the wild, out in the open, and just being like, hey man, you cut me in line. What are you, fucking Antifa or something? Like, come on, dude.
Ow! So, you guys, we are taking the republic back, and it is up to us. It is not up to the media. It is not up to our children. It is up to us to save our children. It is up to us to save the 7th generation. The Native American people,
wait, who was the 6th generation?
Every time they would come to a crossroads in their culture, they would ask themselves, how will this decision affect 7 generations from now? Okay? Now we have to ask ourselves that exact same question. If we stand down now, how will our choice affect the 7th generation? Will there be a 7th generation in the United States?
What do you guys think the Q shaman does in his off time? I'm curious. Put it in the chat. What does a Q shaman do when he's not Q shamaning or whatever? Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think.
States if we have a communist infiltration? The answer is no. No, it will not.
They will get rid of all of us.
So, Ladies and gentlemen,
put you all
you
in
are
camps.
the front lines.
That's right.
Hold
Oh,
the
God,
line,
here comes the
Patriots.
LARP.
This is world
Here comes the
warfare. We are taking the nation back.
Sells used TVs at Best Buy.
We will not allow communism in the United States.
Okay, we heard about all this stuff, and it was really true. But I want to tell you what they're counting in there right
McDonald's,
now.
yeah.
Because I personally myself know this to be true because I saw it with my own eyes. When Katie Hobbs,
these fucking, I saw it with my own two eyes. That's their go-to.
sent out all those ballots, not ballots, but requests for ballots to all these people who used
By the way,
to
if you
live
guys
in
could like
certain
the stream
houses.
while you're here, I'd
These
really
people
appreciate
didn't
it.
ask for
That'd
that
be
ballot.
awesome.
But guess what? There's people in those houses that know that person,
Car park
that
attendant, I
have
could
all
see
the
it, yeah.
information, can get the ballot, and got the ballot, and used it as a vote. I know that to be true, and that's what they're counting in there. So when she sent that out, that was the first step. The fraud was just rampant.
Wait, what?
That's right. Come on, count our votes. Count our votes, people.
Count our votes, yeah.
Like she was
Count our
saying,
votes.
it's the children that we have to do. I've got grandchildren, and the forces in the schools are telling them lies. I've got relatives who are Democrats that are telling them lies, and I have to sit down with my grandkids and explain things to.
You know, like, just like to get serious, I guess, for a second. Like, this is very funny and like this is super entertaining. But man, it's gotta suck for like this lady's grandkids and kids that aren't super pilled. You know, just to have to deal with this kind of shit on a daily basis. Like, it breaks my heart sometimes reading the QAnon casualties subreddit, because man, like, these people are like going through it with some of these, you know, other pilled family members. It's just a bummer. And you know, that's exactly you know, how all these people are. If you're showing up to this fucking event, you're gone south long time ago.
Them and tell them that it's their choice, not to ever let anybody force you to decide who to vote for. That you make that choice. You do not ever be intimidated, and you make that choice by understanding the choices.
Somebody think of the children.
And we really have to work on making sure that the young children
She's about to cry. That's
understand what's happening in this country, because they have forces all around them telling them lies. And that's pretty much, it's just kind of a runoff of what you were saying. Yes,
that
exactly.
pretty much sums it
yes,
up.
but the children should be our focus right now, especially the young ones, especially if you have access to them. Yep, I talk to my grandkids all the time.
Get rid of the teachers on you.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, hashtag indoctrinate the children is right. Yeah, that's what I was just about to ask, Jack. Is that an ice cream truck in the background? Like, what world is this that this is going on in? All kinds of craziness. I bet you that's what the Q shaman does. He drives an ice cream truck. He just rolled out in his ice cream truck. That's what's going on.
The teachers, exactly. My kids were exposed to it in school,
That's
too.
what Hitler did, right? He started with the children because he couldn't change the pronouns for vice president.
What?
But you definitely can make the children.
What about pronouns?
Even though it might start to cool down, you still need to stay hydrated, all right? So come get some water, and yeah.
Fake news. ABC 15. Fake news.
Hey guys, so with this being said, excuse me for a second, with this being said, as I said earlier, you know, we do have some insiders and we need to remain peaceful as possible. Make some noise if you guys have done anything to cause any
Oh, I could totally see him being an Uber Eats driver.
harm to this building or anybody inside of it. Thank you. I see no hands. I see no hands, and I hear no voices. Thank you very much. So let that be our official narrative that we are a peaceful protest. All we're trying to do is exercise our right to freedom of speech, our right to assembly. We have abided by the rules of staying in our corner, staying on our side of the barrier, our freedom of speech zone, as they like to call it. This is a peaceful assembly. We are not going to get violent at all, no matter what comes our way, no matter what happens. All we're going to do is stand here until we get the answers that these American people deserve under the United States Constitution. Thank you.
Yeah. Fuck QAnon. Woohoo! Save the children.
Good.
So they're trying to make it nighttime now.
The problem with the initiative and everything
At some point, Alex Jones shows up in this. I really wanted to see that.
Testing just went into effect this month. But all of the meds that are not clean, that have pesticides, that have mold, that have any kind of heavy metals, any kind of pollutants in it, because what cannabis does when it's in the ground, it will pull all the heavy metals in the soil and everything. So cannabis should be tested for heavy metals as well. But all the stuff that can't.
I'm not an expert or anything, but I don't feel like that tracks. That doesn't seem right.
Testing is going to go to the Arizona recreational market. That's why the Arizona recreational market is going to be garbage. Your best bet is to grow your own medicine at home.
Tell me about your T-shirt.
Do you know who that is?
No.
Murray Rothbard. He's the godfather of libertarianism.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
He's an anarcho-capitalist. So he believes that he's an anarchist. But late in his career, he did a lot of work with the paleo movement.
No, he's wearing a black shirt. He must be Antifa. Get him. He said anarcho.
So he understood that we can never, that where we're at right now, we're not going to have a truly libertarian society. But he became more pragmatic at the end of his career, and that's why I support Trump.
That's why you support Trump, the libertarian aspect?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, you know, it's got to be tough, man, if you're this pilled, just going around all the time thinking that all this bad shit is going on. I mean, if you actually think that, like most of the people that are like Q influencers, they know this shit's a grift. They 100% know it. But a lot of these guys, these people, they really believe this shit. Like, imagine living in a world you think is that fucked up. It's got to be like a very sad, lonely feeling.
Yeah, because Trump's not a libertarian, but he sets up the playing field for libertarianism.
His buzzwords are on fleek.
The deregulation,
any one of you could start a YouTube and or TikTok. You just got to say, like, I'll give you like 15, 20 different buzzwords and phrases to say. You'll have 100K followers by the end of the week. I'm telling you. It's the easiest grift in the world.
His I don't give a fuck attitude to the establishment, that's a huge turn on for me.
My son voted yesterday in person in Tempe, and the only thing that they offered were Sharpies.
Yeah. That was good. What my husband...
Oh, Sharpie Gate's back. Sharpie Gate. They must have known he was a Republican, so they gave him a Sharpie.
The billboard.
On election day. When election day, they only offered Sharpies.
Okay, so he's saying that they only offered Sharpies. That's not any kind of violation. I mean, it's kind of a bummer, but you couldn't. No. Listen. If they're offering Sharpies in Maricopa County, does it say no Sharpies on the ballot?
It says like blue and black ink only.
Okay, so he says it says blue and black ink.
Literally, about a month before the election, Maricopa County came out with 2 different videos explaining the process and how they were going to use Sharpie pens. Not like regular Sharpies, but Sharpie pens, which is what they use. They just say Sharpie on them, but they're pens. They're like, you know, you guys know what a fucking Sharpie pen is. But that's what they use. The Sharpie pens was what they use. And these people are like, oh my God, they let us use Sharpies. They're taking our votes away.
Only a Sharpie's black ink.
No,
if you don't want to use, or whatever. Okay, guys, come on, give me a break. So, if it says blue and black ink only, and you bring a blue pen or you bring a black pen, you ought to be able to use it. The problem exists.
Wow, that's a crazy story there, Nicole. That's interesting. Huh.
No. So providing you with black Sharpies is, like I said, it's a bummer. But the worst one is if they force you to.
Wait, why is it a bummer? Why is that a bummer? I don't.
to use those and say, we're not going to lie. And that's what I keep pushing. That is not appropriate, and I want to know who put that policy forward and enforced it.
We're going to lead you guys in the national
Yeah,
anthem.
most
You guys cool
definitely,
with that?
yeah.
We're Americans.
Okay, hats off, please. Flags off the ground. You know the drill.
If it makes you feel any better, I had a batshit crazy mom too, so I'm in the same boat. She wasn't Q-pilled, but might as well have been.
Oh, I don't care.
Big. Are they big loyalists? They might be. Damn Rothschilds and their damn Sharpies. Oh shit! Never breaking in the song.
Great turnout, yeah.
I almost got lost. I thought we were at the Capitol again, then I'm like, oh wait, let me look at the post.
Yeah, there was some confusion, so people ended up like,
That's fucking Cernovich. It's goddamn Mike Cernovich. This is the guy who basically, him and Alex Jones started Pizzagate. Like, they're the reason for all the craziness. Fucking Mike Cernovich. He also is like, basically thinks men should just be allowed to rape. He's a terrible fucking person. If you don't know who he is.
Cool, so what's the plan?
I'm trying to avoid impersonators.
I know.
So I feel like
fucking Cernovich.
I don't really like to speak to these things, so I feel like everybody can find it. Anybody wants to find a mega.
Like I said, the easiest thing to do in the world is be a right-wing grifter. Look no farther than Mike fucking Cernovich is doing it. So.
Megaphone can find it. Just kind of lay it low.
You'll get caught up there eventually.
Make sure that I'm still wanting shenanigans, so it's good. The open carry people aren't here, which is good.
Yeah, that was bad.
They got mad at me, and I was like, "Come on, guys."
They get mad.
This was like some.
I know.
Because one picture with that arms, everyone's arms, you know.
Always something.
Like this.
Oh God! Now we're getting the Lord's Prayer.
Probably ended up going last night.
So this one, you kind of visualize it. It's like
dinner with a couple friends.
Oh, nice.
And then people like, CNN said that like
if you were like
it got shut down.
That one guy up there, what's his name? He was speaking last night, like all night. He had the Trump hat on.
Yeah, he was
like
going
a Latino-looking guy.
I think he's here. He's over there.
He is. He's such a good speaker.
Yeah,
he could talk for hours.
Yeah.
It was hilarious though for all the.
All right, it's a little lame.
And I was a big.
Let's see what's going on now. Where's the chaos? I need chaos. Puppy. It's a puppy.
Take care.
Optimism, it's that, you know,
the vote is gonna count right.
The vote's gonna get counted right, justice is gonna be done, justice will be served.
Yeah,
The black pill is pessimism.
No, I know, yeah, that's why I was like,
No black pills here. It's not the time to black pill.
How about the gold pill? Logic.
The
gold pill?
The gold pill.
Oh, the gold pill.
The gold pill.
Like gold and silver.
Gold and silver.
Standard.
The dog is, yeah. The dog's
And
definitely the
get rid of the
brightest
fed.
person.
The golden rule is.
Look at that fucking shirt. Oh man.
do on others as you have done unto you or be met with force. It's not, there's a part to it that we don't talk about.
CNN, like I said last night, they literally on camera, I have it all over YouTube and stuff.
We need to consider that because if not,
the guy says, oh yeah, they
we're going to be in a situation where
as you see,
they're going to be chaotic and unpredictable.
I mean, why can't
what's this guy's bag?
Power is the way to go.
Oh, those are Boogaloo shirts, aren't they? Yeah, they wear Hawaiian shirts. Totally forgot about that, yeah.
Count the vote!
Oh, here we go.
Count the vote! Count the vote!
See, that's the shit that I fucking hate, man. This kid, you know. See, you know, like, these are the kind of people we need to save. Like, that's the child that needs to be saved right there. Oh, poor little guy.
Good night, guys.
Hey, I got how many in charge?
Alex Jones shows up at some point.
God bless you! God bless you! God bless you!
What happened with this guy?
The vote. Trump is trying to stop the vote. Count the votes. Count the votes. Count the votes. Count the votes. Count the votes.
What happens to this guy? What's this guy's beef?
Count them all then. And let's count them. So look. So why is Trump trying to stop the vote? Why is Trump trying to stop the vote?
Antifa super soldier alert. Antifa super soldier.
We're trying to stop the illegal vote. Trump is trying to stop the vote. Trump is trying to stop the vote. Trump is trying to stop the vote.
Chaos, mayhem.
Ballots come out. Trump is trying to stop the vote. Trump, don't touch it. Trump is trying to stop the vote. 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 Anyone here is trying to stop the vote. Trump is trying to stop the vote. Trump is trying to stop the vote.
So this guy's even more like, he's more pilled. He's like, oh yeah, you think Trump is trying to save us? Actually, he's trying to stop the vote for whatever reason. Is he just going around, he's just gonna go around saying that? Chaos, mayhem.
Guys, listen.
He's trying to instigate. He's trying to instigate. He's trying to instigate. Let it go. He's trying to instigate. God bless you. 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 God bless you.
A little weird, but alright.
God bless you. God bless you.
Oh, what a happy ending. What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? What? Is that how you get baptized? I don't know. Is that what happened? Is that what just happened there?
God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you.
Aggressively blessing, yes.
Thank you. God bless you. All right, so
hey, everybody disperse. They're just trying to.
They just like hated each other like 2 seconds ago, and now he's like, thank you. God bless you, sir. God bless you, ma'am. I see the light now. I don't... Huh, okay, wow.
Guys, listen up.
I think he's like zoned out.
Yes, it definitely does. Who here is a sports fan?
Who here is a sports fan?
All right.
Who here likes the Cardinals?
When I used to be athletic, which was way the hell back then, when I used to play basketball, listen up. First of all, did the NBA get good ratings?
Wait.
No.
Yeah, I bet you that guy was fucking lighting up the court. Yeah, fucking Muggsy Bogues here. Nate Robinson looking.
Do we want players kneeling during the national anthem?
God.
Is it honorable?
Do you guys know that like the NBA's ratings were down like 5%? That was just about it. And the reason they were down is because of COVID, basketball, football, baseball, they were all on at the same time. So naturally, you know, when basketball overlaps with all the other sports, which it usually doesn't, the ratings are going to be down a little bit.
For LeBron James to call our president a bum on national TV.
There's that fucking ice cream truck again.
We want our basketball players, our NFL players to love and respect.
You must honor our dear leader, or you shall not shoot jumpers. How dare you pass dimes and not respect our dear leader? Shame on you, LeBron.
Our great American country, right?
I would have let you fuck my girlfriend if you just wouldn't have knelt for the national anthem. How dare you?
Then their ratings will go up. But listen, it's the fourth quarter. We're down by 3.
You vote for Trump.
I'm just here to pick up chicks.
Feel free to somebody else.
Yeah, just leave him alone.
Whoa! Assault! Whoa, did he just like kissed her? What the fuck, man? What is going on here?
We live in a desert. Now, for those not every
Hey guys. We fucking live in a desert. Sick of this shit.
Everybody has to believe in the Bible, but have you guys heard of somebody named John the Baptist?
Yeah. I mean, I guess,
John the Baptist was a voice in the wilderness.
Rewind? Yeah, you're right. We gotta. Whoa. Hold on, so.
Feel free to somebody else.
Wait for it.
Yeah, just leave him alone.
Oh. Wait, I think she smelled him. And then maybe he smelled her back. I don't know, it was weird.
We live in a desert. Now, for those, not everybody has to believe in the Bible, but have you guys heard of some?
In case you guys didn't know, Arizona is a desert, which is different than other land, which is like grass, but instead of grass, we have rocks, and that's what a desert is, I think. I don't know. By the way, did you know that LeBron James sucks?
Somebody named John the Baptist? Yeah. John the Baptist was a voice in the wilderness. Not everybody loved John the Baptist. We are also a voice in the desert. Yeah.
And nobody fucking loves us. Wait.
We're a voice for democracy. We're a voice for, we want a fair.
I'm sorry, but what, like, how many fucking carabiners and tags and, like, what, how many keys and shit does this guy have? Does he own several, like, storage facilities or something? What is going on here with all these, whatever? I mean, he's got like 4 badges there. He must be deep state. He's got to be deep state. That's why he's got all these IDs.
Counting of our ballots. Yeah. And we only get this moment once, guys. You guys are patriots. We all love Donald Trump, our president. We understand when an athlete such as LeBron James calls him a bum, we call him our president.
Well, I mean, both things can be true, right? I mean, he can be a bum and be president. We've seen that plenty of times through history. Next day. Oh, damn.
We say the Pledge of Allegiance. We sing our national anthem.
Look at the dog. This dog's like, please, for the love of God, help me. Help me, please. Oh. Right, yeah. They're just like, say anything that we can cheer to, please.
Hell yeah.
Look at all these fucking Proud Boy LARPing fucking goofballs. Look at fucking, God, fucking Miss America there looks shot the fuck out. Oh, man.
Are you down with them?
I just squeezed my way
Are you down with them, bro? Because I'm not down with them. No, there's a Q shaman. The Q shaman is like, this is his highest level of fame. Like, I don't think it gets any better for this guy than this. You know, he's just soaking this in.
Yeah, I heard, and then they had to escort him out because he was causing problems. Yeah. And he was Joe Biden supporter. We were here last night.
I don't know when you can tell that you've gone too far, or maybe you're a little too pilled. But if you're having a casual conversation with the Q shaman and you're on the same side as him, you might want to reevaluate things you've done in your life or decisions you've recently made. Oh, he's definitely in his element. God, yeah, not a mask in sight, right? There's Alex. I knew he was fucking shut up eventually.
Alex, this camera right here. This one right here.
Fucking Alex Jones.
Mulatto's their own personal cameraman.
Yeah, they like to use the Punisher a lot too. The Punisher, Captain America. Yeah, they try to co-opt all this shit, and it really pisses me off.
Sam's gonna lose his shit.
Alex, please tell me about the globalists. Tell me about them. Please, Daddy Alex. Sell me some $80 moisturizer or something.
Everyone needs.
Why was that so difficult to get up there? I wait like 8 turns. I take 8 different.
Gay for all time.
I was already in it. We're coming for you. We're coming for you, deep state.
We're coming for you, deep state.
We're coming for you, China. We're coming for you.
Goddamn globalists.
We have a war. Watch your step, guys. Back up, guys.
Why did you come here?
Back up, guys.
Leave him alone.
He said I can't hear you because you got mask on
Why are you
your
so
face.
beautiful, Alex? Huh? Why are you so beautiful?
You're beautiful.
You're goddamn beautiful. I'm Alex Jones, and you're beautiful.
Proud of you, boy! Proud of you, boy!
Thank you, Alex.
Thank
Oh God. Imagine fucking standing Alex Jones. Oh my God. The globals have taken over my throat. It's all right. I know you guys down in Austin have to, you know, account for Alex Jones, but I'm in Minnesota. We brought the My Pillow guy, who might at this point be just as bad. So I feel you. I feel your pain. You know, we all have our right-wing shills we gotta account for. Watermark. Oh shit.
The globalists attempt to steal this will be their undoing. Humanity will defeat the globalists, and I salute all of you.
I know, right? Yeah, that's a super tight shirt.
I salute President Trump. Pray for 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 Trump.
Civil war, sir?
It's not civil war. We have the communist Chinese and the globalists have invaded our country. They're trying to take over, so we're trying to defeat them.
Are you going to space for that?
Alex, don't get
The communist Chinese and the globalists and the God damn it.
wars for life, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was cringe. That was super cringe. Damn, did Alex just like take a lap and dip out? Is that? He just dipped.
Back later.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you.
I'm gonna be right back.
We love you, Alex. We love you.
I'm gonna go to fucking Wendy's and tell them about the deep state. I'll be right back. I hear there's a Rothschild working behind the counter. I gotta get rid of him.
Yes, sir, to 1984. It's 1776.
Alex!
It's actually 2020.
1776, brother! 1776!
Yeah. God. Oh. Fuck, these people are cringe, man. Jesus. Well, now what? Talk about a dumb slogan. Oh, it's defund the media. You mean all those private businesses that you guys always talk about how much you love? You want to defund the private businesses? Fucking stupid. God. Oh, you know Alex is running with that bulletproof glass, and what do you have, about 5-6 security guards? No. You guys see them AKs or whatever, AR-15s, whatever they were? Ah, shit. Whatever. Oh, there they are. Bam. Boom. Yeah, because, you know, nothing says peaceful protest like a fucking giant gun.
No way.
What a...
Yeah!
Look at this fucking guy. Fucking red-pilled Spider-Man here. Maga Man. Oh, God. Now imagine if somebody on the left did that. It would be all over. Every headline would be like, Antifa super soldier destroys property. There's a Q hat. You can see the Q hat he's got on there.
Right now. I know I'm going to say a prayer, but the prayers are all your intentions when you listen to it. God, you've put us here today to fight for our president, President Donald J. Trump. You have given us the strength to be here today. God, we are thankful for you. We are thankful for this.
Cirque du Soleil. Cirque du Maga, maybe.
God, we're not asking for any handouts. We're not asking for any miracles.
God, these motherfuckers pray a lot. Jesus.
We're asking to give us the strength to fight the good fight. We're asking you to give us a fair and honest election. We're asking you to count those votes inside justly. We're asking you to look over all the poll workers and everybody that's been a part of this process, and if there's any sort of guilt, to give them that guilt to come out and cleanse themselves. We ask you, God, to protect the president as he goes down this path, because this will be a very tedious path. God, we ask you to protect this country as we go down this path. And God, ultimately, I ask you for everybody to unite. That is the silent majority, because it's about time we stop being the silent majority in your name, God. It's about—
Imagine people that are at this fucking thing thinking they're silent in any way. Like, y'all are the loudest motherfuckers I ever met. You're the loud ass minority, because you're definitely the minority of the country. You're loud as shit about it.
It's about time we do stand up, God. And I ask you to give us the strength, because a lot of people are scared. And unfortunately, the devil has scared a lot of—
Yeah, this guy's real fucking silent majority. He's got a goddamn Lord of the Rings horn. Yeah.
People. But God, we know you are stronger. We believe you are stronger, God. We know you're stronger, and that's a fact. But God, we please ask you. We ask you to give us that strength to fight this evil
votes
that's
were
happening,
counted, so yeah.
and to look over this country, to look over our kids. That child—
It's funny, at the same time this was going on and they were chanting, count the votes. In Michigan, they were outside chanting, stop the count, stop the count. Like, they can't even get their conspiracies right.
right now that is in a tunnel, that is being sex trafficked. God, I ask you to answer their prayer. I ask you to give them strength in that tunnel right now as they are fighting. God, I ask you to give strength to the president.
This is the weirdest prayer ever.
I ask you to give the justice system the right vote to move forward, the right conscience in their heart, and the right decision to make in order to make this country what it deserves to be.
Oh, my bad.
God, we have regressed from what you've given us, and we are understanding of that. But I ask that you open our hearts, and I hope you guide us on the path to prosperity and to bring us closer to you. In God's name, amen.
All right, let's kill some globalists.
You think? Maybe?
I knew somebody that was selling Trump merch, and they said this big hat thing was like their biggest seller. Which is crazy to me, but God damn it, quit going to full view.
Now, what kind of gun is that? Is that a Glock?
It's a 6-sword.
She's carrying it too.
It's a 6-sword? Nice.
Six sword.
You gotta move your phone out of the way. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know about y'all, but that's my dream girl right there. Shit.
You're just fine. All over the place.
Thanks.
Crazy.
Thanks. This is
No, that's not concealed.
No, it's very open.
Very open.
Very open, yes.
What kind of gun was it?
It's a piece 365. It's like a mini, it's like a micro. It was proof the price
I just moved here. You're inspiring me to get a. I'm a shotgun.
Oh God, this lady's gonna have her.
You gotta get one, especially now.
The whole get up here next week.
Merchant Firearms is where I got it.
What's it called?
Merchant Firearms.
Merchant Firearms. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All
They're
right.
in Chandler. They're off like the 101.
I bet you he's really interested in that gun. That was his reason to have that conversation.
Or more.
Oh God.
Not quitting. Ever.
Not quitting ever.
What is on Biden's laptop?
Hunter Biden's laptop has...
This is always the funniest part, is because all these people, they're so invested in this stuff, but then when you actually go over and you ask them questions, like this lady made an entire sign about Biden's laptop, and she even put the Sharpies on it, which that nice little touch you have there. But they're so invested, she made this whole sign, came out, flag, protest, and I guarantee you, if he asks the follow-up question to whatever she answers, she'll have nothing, and she'll just go into the standard buzzwords, and it's like they don't even know what they're protesting. They just see like the anger in their Facebook group, and they come out and they do this stuff. It's something else.
Indications that his father Joe has unholy ties to China that are treasonous to our country. In addition,
What does that mean? What?
to the debauch and filth and sex trafficking and pedophilia and all the other filthy, disgusting things that are on there. But I'm concerned right now about Joe Biden because he's running for the highest office in our land.
I actually
and
won it, but
there's indications on that laptop that he's treasonous, and he needs to be more in jail than running for the highest office.
he needs to be more in jail. See what I mean, though? So what's on Hunter Biden's laptop? Debauchery, filth, China, communists. Joe Biden needs to be more in jail. Like, there's no explanation there ever. And I understand, like, oh, you go to a protest and stuff, like, just random anecdotal asking people questions. A lot of them aren't going to be super informed on politics. But you think people that are accusing Joe Biden of being a rampant sex criminal would at least have a few details as to why that is the case.
In our land. So that's why the laptop matters. I do not understand why the FBI sat on the laptop for a solid year so that he could actually get the nomination by the DNC. I don't understand that. And here...
By the way, I think even by the time when this came out, the laptop was a thing of the past. She was about the only person still worrying about it. Now, at this point, I mean, the laptop, it's like it never even existed. That was the biggest story in the country. I think I did like 6 videos about Hunter Biden's laptop on TikTok. But we got, now it's like it never happened.
Here we are at this juncture point with evidence of voter fraud all over the country, including here in Arizona with Sharpiegate, which is real because I know some of the people who had pens yanked out of their hands. And there's videotapes to them talking about their experience. So the laptop matters. BLM. Biden's laptop matters. BLM.
Oh, God. Oh, I never heard that one before, actually. Oh, okay, I see she even did it. Yep, okay. Wow.
Biden likes minors.
Oh, God.
Thank you.
Uncensored most places, so you couldn't find me anyways. So, what's up, dude?
Here, man. Sorry,
What's
I'm
up?
a big fan, man.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, it's Baked
Who are you?
Alaska.
My name's Julian.
Julian, nice to meet you, bro.
Just some guy. I'm recording all this madness.
Hell yeah. How
now
long have you
we're
been
recording
here?
each other. Since yesterday. Drove down from California since nothing's happening.
That's Baked Alaska. He's not really online as much anymore, or at least you don't see him as much. But he's pretty much just a Nazi. He's he's just a Nazi.
There.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, this is wild. Well, I was actually in California as well, even though I live here. Just got here last night. Was here briefly, and just got here in the morning. So.
Can you tell people who you are?
Yes, my name is Baked Alaska. What's going on? Here for the reason of protecting the vote.
Yeah, no, I'm sure she didn't think of that one. That was on some Facebook group or something. But I hadn't heard the Biden's laptop matters. That's a new one. The BLM. And, of course, they won't ever say Black Lives Matter. They'll always say BLM. And, of course, leave it up to them to turn BLM into something about pedophilia and, conspiracies.
We got to count every vote. There's a lot of fraud going on in a lot of states. I believe Trump won fair and square.
Okay.
And they're trying to steal the election, so we got to protect it.
What does it mean to be a pit viper?
That's when you're just, you get in the mosh pits and you fucking throw down. You're not scared of anything.
And so what is it? What's the, is that Koba?
Yoba.
Oh, Yoba.
Yeah, you're Baked Alaska, baby.
Love it, man.
Yoba season.
And where are you near here in Arizona? Is it
yes,
long?
I live in Phoenix.
All right.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
This is my stomping grounds.
Do they have a lot of drinks here tonight?
Drinks?
Yeah, are they going to have any drinks?
What do you mean, drinks?
I don't know, water, maybe
water.
some
Yeah,
milk.
I love water.
You like
I love milk. I need milk.
You need milk?
I love milk.
Somebody get this man some milk.
He needs some milk.
All right, well baked.
Yes.
You weren't here yesterday, were you?
I was, last night.
Regarding that, they need to figure out who's coming and going. Well, why don't you find out?
Uh-oh. Karen.
Just at least check it out. I mean, look at the tension that we got.
She should be doing it.
The whole country.
She should be finding out who's coming and going. If she's guarding that, they need to figure out who's coming and going.
Oh, somebody's about to get the manager.
That is her job. I'm sorry.
That check's going out the other way.
If something's illegal happening, they should know. If something illegal happening, they should know.
Her job is to
What?
Her job is to
Wait, there's cocaine in there? Sweet.
Correctly says that it's a sphere. Did it happen? It happened. So witnesses are saying that this guy is amongst us and he's literally trying.
Is that a flat Earth thing? We got flat earthers here.
He's literally trying to distract everyone. He doesn't even believe in Trump. So why is he here? He believes the Holocaust was a theory.
He thinks.
So you're really fucking in a bad place when the QAnon people are like, can you believe it? This guy's crazy.
Trump's not real? Yeah, he says that. The Holocaust
Yeah,
was
it's
a
flat.
theory.
Yeah, he's a flat earther.
Trump, you said he wasn't real? Oh, he said Trump, God, Jesus wouldn't.
Trump's not real?
That's what he said.
Wait, whoa, that's a new one.
I did see a lot of electioneering going on inside the poll, which I thought electioneering is wearing a Trump hat, wearing a Biden.
There's fucking God. Why do they got to do this to the Punisher? One of the Punisher movies was filmed in Tampa, where I grew up at. The first one, the good one. But why do they got to take all the good superhero characters and fucking fuck them up?
Biden hat. It doesn't matter. It's against the law. And not one person wearing a Trump t-shirt or a Biden t-shirt or Kaepernick or We Run Chicago shirts that came in and out of there like a floodgate.
Wait, is she saying that because somebody was wearing a Kaepernick jersey that they were like doing something wrong? I don't understand. Like, what's the claim here?
Or people from Kansas or, you know, Washington, they were all wearing their symbols, if you know who I'm talking about. 17 says you'll know them by their symbols. Yeah. So
17 is Q, just for anybody that doesn't, you know, isn't hip to the lingo. 17 means Q. Obviously.
I was watching for their symbols and what they were wearing.
Oh,
and their
what's
colors.
You really?
And they were all loud and clear.
They all had on their Rothschild Soros gear. Oh, shit.
Why are they filming us?
I don't know. That's just what they do.
Who wants to tell us why the ballots are coming in the back of the building?
Yeah, pussies.
Anybody want to answer that? Because we really want to know.
And
She really wants to know.
where are they bringing them in? Back this way on this side?
There were two Penske trucks earlier, and then just now there was a big Enterprise truck.
They all went in?
She sounds like she had a few drinks like our friend the other day, the Michigan hearing Karen.
They all went in.
What do you think they're doing?
I think they're unloading fraud ballots.
Fraud ballots.
That's what I think they're doing. This election is delayed until they find enough fake ballots.
You think the media out there is working with the ballot counters?
Where are you from?
I'm independent YouTube freelance.
Okay.
Shit. I'm not mainstream. You can recognize us because we don't have masks.
Because
He's got a gun. I've got no mask.
Because mainstream media
Okay.
is all trying to bring communism, and like they haven't even marked red. They haven't. If you
Guys, the mainstream media is trying to bring communism. Fucking A.
look at the map, they've recalled our votes, but we're still looking blue on the map. Okay, there's something really rotten in Denmark. I'm 55 years old. I'm a minister.
Wait, what? Wait, did she say she's a minister? Oh, shit. What?
I've never seen anything like this.
I've never seen an election like this either. Goes for
Yeah,
me
that's a pretty
We
solid
should not have to take
reference
off
there,
work
Paul.
and leave our jobs that are paying our bills to come down here and try to get this fixed. It should just be legal.
Just be legal, bro. I mean, what's a little coup without some tunes, right? Okay. I think that's about it. Yeah. Alright. Oh yeah, that was man, that was something else. Holy shit. Is that the right one? No. This one. Yep, there you go. Man, I don't know about y'all, but that was pretty interesting, I found. All right, yeah, before we any feedback, any questions, anything we should go over before we roll out here? That lady at the end, that was the cherry on the cherry on top. I mean, obviously, you know, the media is trying to bring communism. I really need to figure out this chat on screen. It's really starting to piss me off that it's not. I don't know why it's not going. It should be going. Apparently. Yeah, well, I fucking A, Paul is right. That's some crazy shit. But yeah. So I think anyway, as far as a content update, I think I'm gonna try to live stream probably twice a week from now on, and I'm gonna do at least one video, like more in depth, per week. So that's gonna try to be my goal from here on out. If you guys enjoy my content, live stream stuff, whatever. Yeah, those are the people that want to start a civil war, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for hanging out. We didn't get as many people as we normally do. I don't know. Just a bad timing. My title, I don't know what the title of the stream was stupid, so I don't know. I honestly thought that beauty guru thing was interesting. Maybe we could have gone over something else, but whatever. I don't know. I'm just rolling with it here, trying to figure out what y'all like. But yeah, that's my content update. That's what I'm gonna try to do, is 2 live streams a week, and then at least 1 long form video, plus all the TikTok stuff, all that, you know. Real quick before we wrap up, let me let's take a poll here. What do you like better? Do you like this screen? You like this one better, or do you like this one? Which one? Let me know what y'all think, because you know, audience is king. So you know, you guys dictate the stream. Yeah, well, you know, getting people to turn on notifications is easier said than done. It's not like I don't ask, you know what I mean? But, you know, and YouTube is really, really bad about putting out notifications. Like, I've had dozens of people message me and like, hey, I don't get your notifications when you go live, or hey, I went to your channel today and I was unsubscribed. Like, randomly, I'll look on my channel and I'll just have like 30 less subscribers from the day before. It's weird. Like, I think YouTube just, you know, has some glitches or whatever, and they do the second one. Love the stream, dude. So this one, right? Yeah, I kind of thought this one too. The other one's a little too much. Like, it came with the scene package. So, but I kind of like this one better too. I feel like the other one's a little too. Yeah, I know. You got to constantly tell people like you're streaming and stuff. I think I'm gonna ditch the Twitch thing and just stream on YouTube, because all you guys come from YouTube anyway. Yeah, I kind of thought I wanted to build up a Twitch channel, but I don't know. I think I'd just rather just stream to YouTube. It's simpler. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm not 100% yet, but I'm thinking about it. You know what I mean? Yeah, the other one's too busy. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too. Like this, yeah, this one's a little too much. This one's a little simpler, cleaner. But I figure I'd fill it out anyway. But all right, y'all. Yeah, so I'm working on a video right now. Should be out next couple days. But yeah, so I'm gonna try streaming at least twice a week, usually probably 7 o'clock. I think I'm gonna do it on probably Tuesdays, or what Monday? What is today? Monday? Yeah, it's Monday, right? Yeah. Mondays and probably Fridays, something like that. Do at least 2 streams a week. Maybe 3 if I can, you know, generate enough people, you know, build up some subscribers. And then I'm gonna do at least 1 time a week, do like the TikTok roundtables, have guests on, talk to different people. I'm gonna be doing something, gonna have like 7 or 8 people on for the Georgia runoff on the 5th, so that ought to be a pretty interesting. So yeah, but thanks again for hanging out, guys. I really, really appreciate it. And yeah, see you tomorrow on TikTok and or one of the other platforms. Peace out. Thanks for coming.